everybody, welcome back to another video, and today's going to be a little bit different of a video. I'm not really reviewing any product or anything. I'm just going to be shaving. I get a lot of people asking me about shaving with a Shavette and stuff, and I do love Shavette shaving, but I don't often do it on camera because I'm trying to make a video in a timely manner to review a product or something like that. So today I'm going to be shaving using the Crown King Shavette. I'm actually going to be kicking off a week of all Crown King products. Now, I won't get a video up every single day, but I will be using something Crown King every single day, as much as I can of those products. I don't think there's a Crown King razor, or if there is, I don't have one. So some days, if I'm not going to shave with a Shavette every day. For my soap today, I'm going to be using Crown King Rustler's Ridge. Love that soap. It's a really, really nice one. So, but yeah, like I said, not really reviewing anything, but I am using a Shavette, and I'll probably talk about maybe some of the things I do a little bit different when I use a Shavette, because there are some subtle differences, but mostly just wanted to get in a shave and share it with you folks. It's not something I do too often. It's kind of a nice break, because usually when I'm like reviewing a soap or a razor or something like that, I beforehand I'm sitting down and using it for a few weeks, and then studying all the facts from the manufacturer and trying to put them together, and then and then make the video for you guys. And I do love doing that because I love teaching people things and having people get some information to either make an informed buying decision or deciding not to buy. I think sometimes some of the most valuable videos I've ever watched are videos where after I watched the video I decided not to buy, because I think all of us have limited shaving budgets, and sometimes the things we don't buy are the best decisions because it frees us up for the things we are definitely going to love. So with this lather, when I am shaving with a Shavette, I like to keep my lather with a little more water in it. So I guess even more towards the runny side. Kind of just a personal preference. I don't know, I feel like it might make it a little slicker. That's nice to have it, but I like a lot of water in there. I want the lather to be protective but thinner, I guess is what I'm going for. So I'm not using a Crown King brush because I don't have any yet. I will be getting some soon. They just put them on clearance, but I'm using my Crown King Scuttle, so I'll be keeping my brush in there. All right, and then for in the Shavette, the Crown King, I'm using a shark blade, these half blades. These are really nice. I've just used them for a long time. I can use it once and then I just chuck it. I'm pretty happy with those. All right, so it literally has been months since I've touched a Shavette, so this could be interesting. I used to make it a point to use a Shavette every week, at least once a week. I used to like to do Shavette Saturdays, so every Saturday morning I would just take extra time and use a Shavette, but I just don't always have the time anymore. It really isn't that difficult. Just takes patience, a little bit of practice. I always keep the alum around so I can kind of like rub my fingers on it, and that'll give me a little bit better of a grip when I'm stretching the skin. Helps to have a firmer surface. And it just shaves so efficient. The hard areas are like the chin and stuff, because there's a lot of curves, but a lot of times what I'll do is use my tongue to like help flatten out an area, like apply pressure with air or my tongue in the mouth, and that helps like keep a area of my skin a little more firm. Alright, now I'll switch to the other hand. Now I think that most people who use a Shavette do switch hands. And it helps that I'm kind of naturally ambidextrous, so this going back and forth with hands wasn't really a learning curve or anything for me, but it doesn't seem to be something that I hear people struggling with. Alright, beautiful. It's doing a good job. Trying to stay very, very, very light. I don't see any blood yet, but we'll see. I love the Shavette for the mustache area because I feel like you can just get in so close. Depending on the razor, that can sometimes be a little bit of an issue. I feel like it gets in there and clears everything out. One thing that I'm always really mindful of and helps with Shavette shaving is understanding that you don't need to use the whole length of the blade at any given time. That, like, you know, sometimes I'm just using the front, it's just using the back. Very nice. I don't know how similar that is to straight razor shaving, but I'm guessing it's pretty similar. Unfortunately, I don't have much experience with that. I do actually have a straight razor here, a nice gold dollar that somebody gave to me. And it's honed, but I think the first time I used it, I either knocked it on a bowl or maybe it came that way, but it has like a little nick in the blade. And I asked some experienced straight razor guys and they said don't use it and get it honed again. Alright, but I don't have a strop, and I just don't want to shell out the money to do that, so it kind of just sits. Maybe someday I'll explore that, but I love the flexibility of the Shavette. It kind of gives me that straight razor-like experience without all the honing and stropping and all that kind of stuff. Alright, first pass almost done. Not too bad. I expected this to take a lot longer, especially while I was trying to talk to people at the same time. I like that too, that I can get like really close, like around the earlobes and stuff. I'm always just really careful though, because I could just see the earlobe slice happening, and that would be bad news. Alright, very, very nice. The lower part of my neck isn't too close, but everything else is pretty good. Most likely I'll only do 2 passes. The scent on this soap on Rustler's Ridge is so nice. It's kind of a, to me it resembles kind of like an after a wet desert type scent. I know that they have that other La Tierra Mojada, which is supposed to be like the wet earth, but this one's sweet and really, really, really nice. And this particular one is a little bit different than what you have now. This was from a meetup at the very, so let's see, almost 2 years ago today, and we did a meetup in Tombstone. We had Douglas Smythe was there, Marty Pape, Jim Chavez, can't remember who else was there, but this was the meetup soap, and it was, I think, really before Crown King was even, like, that was launched, and this was kind of like a test formula. It's a lot different, very, very, very good, but different than what's currently out. All right, for this across the grain pass, typically I would always like start with a DE razor, just kind of to the back, and then go forward. But what I find with the Shavette is that at least for my first stroke, going towards my ear, I go away from my eyes. And for whatever reason, that's always kind of served me a little bit better. I don't know why. But after you do this for a while, you kind of figure out things that work for you. And then I take it back across the other way. And you can hear it just annihilating. But then I go opposite hand as we get closer. Again, in some of these tight spaces, I'm only really using the back of the blade. It's beautiful. This chin area just sucks. It's not a fun area to shave, especially with the Shavette. I mean, if I did this a lot more often, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. Or if I concentrated more instead of sharing it with a bunch of you folks on the internet. Beautiful. All right. Second pass on the mustache. For some reason I find it really easy, if I'm not careful, to put too much pressure just in the mustache area. I don't know why that is. Alright. I don't know how many of you guys use that kind of technique of putting lather back on, going in reverse. So you can kind of brush lather back onto a spot. Alright. Beautiful, happy with that. Now on to the neck, the part that always freaks out my wife. A lot of times she'll be sitting kind of in the other room and she can see me shaving while she's watching TV or something. And she like doesn't even want to watch when I use the Shavette and I'm going against the grain on my neck. Freaks her out. That part's tough. It's gonna be really hard to get that as close as I'd like, but I'm not gonna irritate myself over it. And then against the grain for me underneath, it's actually kind of like that. Don't know how much of that you guys could see because of the angle of the camera, but it's kind of a weird stroke. With a DE razor, that's typically my third pass. I did this side much better than I did up here. But I'm not gonna risk messing it up. I'm getting pretty happy with that. All right, 2 passes. I'm pretty happy with this. I'll clean it up and do some post shave. Very, very nice for not doing, using a Shavette in a long, long time. So I was looking through my aftershave and I couldn't believe it. I don't have the Rustler's Ridge aftershave. That sucks. So I had to find something else. I always start with my Thayer's Rose. Love it. That's a must. So I was trying to figure out, well, first of all, it had to be Crown King, right? And it needs to be something with a little sweetness in it because the prickly pear in that gives it a really nice sweetness, like a sweet desert flower type thing. So I went a little bit different though. I went with Tokyo Rose. This was from the Big Shave West, so I'll apply that. Beautiful aftershave. All right, folks. Well, oh yeah, not too bad. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed a shave, just shaving with the Shavette. Let me know if you learned something or if you love using a Shavette also. See you next time. Bye.